Hugh Hiss, an easy-peasy person from Easy-Peasy Island in the middle of the terrific ocean, by Roger Hargreaves and Gray Joliffe. Should you ever come to Easy-Peasy Island in the middle of the terrific ocean, there is a place in the Congo jungle with a hole in the ground. A snake hole, nonetheless. And who lives in this snake hole? I'll tell you. Hugh Hiss, the easy-peasy snake. That's who. Hugh enjoyed to live in his hole. Granted, when it was the rainy season, his hole did get flooded a bit, but not very much. He also didn't like the sound of people's footsteps above the ground, but he was invited to big celebrations, so he didn't miss out on them. On the whole, Hugh loved to live in his snake hole. He didn't really have any desire to travel anywhere else. He loved to slither around the Congo jungle without a care in the world, and just about everyone liked him. Except for Spencer Strike, who, may I remind you, is the easy-peasy scorpion. One day, Hugh Hiss woke up, stretched his tail out, and went to the bathroom and washed his face and cleaned those pointy fangs of his. "Splendiferous!" he said. Then he had his breakfast. 2 Can eggs, 2 poached of course, unsmoked streaky rat tails, 3 air-fried of course, and a glass of rainwater. "Simply scrumptious," he said, feeling really satisfied. Then he popped his head out of his snake hole, propped up a sign that said, "Out somewhere fun, be back soon," and slithered off to find something to do. Unbeknownst to Hugh, someone else was up. Someone who he had never met before. Bethan Blaze, the easy-peasy phoenix. She was up bright and early, seeing as how her feathers were as bright as the sun itself. Then she felt a rumbling in her tummy.
"Right,"
she said.
"I'll go and have some chow." That's what I call food, by the way.
But first, she too cleansed herself. After getting washed and dressed, Bethan spread her wings and soared up into the sky. She then noticed Hugh slithering along a clearing in the Congo jungle.
"Oh, nice,"
she thought to herself.
"That's my breakfast ready."
And she darted down to her unsuspecting prey. However, Hugh noticed her shadow and darted into a hole in a tree. "Oh!" he said worriedly. He thought he was safe in the hole in the tree, but Bethan noticed him and seized him by the tip of his tail. "No! Get off me!" cried Hugh, wriggling helplessly. Bethan wouldn't let go of Hugh's tail, and the strain was all too much for him. It was then that Bethan did end up feeling worn out with all that tugging at Hugh's tail, that she let go, and Hugh darted out and landed slap bang straight into another tree.
"All right there, mate?"
asked Bethan.
"You wet?"
Hugh got his bearings and said, "I don't know who you are, but why were you trying to eat me?" Bethan felt a little hurt.
"I was hungry, mate,"
protested Bethan. "Well, if I were you, I wouldn't go around eating snakes. I happen to have venom in my fangs," hissed Hugh Hiss, baring his fangs at Bethan.
"Whoa! Calm down now, mate,"
persuaded Bethan.
"I didn't mean to startle you."
"Oh, for real?" asked Hugh.
"Yeah, mate,"
replied Bethan. Hugh felt a little sorry for Bethan and apologised. "Sorry I got annoyed at you,"
"I didn't mean to startle you,"
replied Bethan. Hugh and Bethan then got to know each other. Bethan said,
"I'll tell you what, Hugh, mate. Let's go somewhere fun."
"Sounds good to me, Bethan," he hissed excitedly. "Where shall we go?"
"I know just a place, mate,"
replied Bethan, and she let Hugh get clasped into her talons and flew up into the sky and all the way to Cosy Cove. "Where is this place?" asked Hugh.
"Cosy Cove, mate."
replied Bethan.
It's proper well good there, mate.
I could assure you some sun, sea and sand, said Hugh, and together he and Bethan had so much fun on the beach. They built sandcastles, ate ice cream, went jet skiing, and so many other fun activities to do on the beach. Oh, what's she up to?
Well, hey! This is Brill.
Whoa there! By them, it was already 7 p.m,
Well, I guess I'd better get you home, Hugh, mate.
said Bethan.
Heard you had a fun day at the beach with me, mate.
It was fabulous, replied Hugh. And when Bethan dropped him off at his snake hole, he slithered wearily into it, and Bethan flew back to her house near Mount Fire Eyes. Hugh slithered into bed. That Bethan, he thought to himself, certainly is a ton of fun. I wonder if we'll ever get to have fun again. He didn't think about it too much, though, because he ended up falling asleep. And how much did Hugh sleep? As far as the phoenix flies.
See you in the next story, mate.